Oy, by the way, Mayor, ha? Belated happy anniversary. 26th anniversary
Can
sa
you
inyo.
imagine? And I still remember it like yesterday. Sa una lagi, in school ka ng board na kaikas sa class, I'd always mag-practice na ko Lucy Torres-Gomez.
Nanagid ay.
Lucy, wa pa ko kamit niya ha. Ako na si Lucy Torres-Gomez. Kana akong signature karon dugay na ako gi-practice.
Seryoso gid ni Mayor.
Oh, dili ba kana bagyong imo bang gi-witchcraft ba? Kung maminyo magay ko karon, gusto ko ako si Lucy Torres-Gomez. So you just keep on doodling. Yeah, karon that's really my signature.
No? Wala sa di mo gi-flames inyong pangalan sa una.
Wala na, oy, hilabs me na. Flames tanan.
Mayong bungkag, this is your proud bisnak boy, Chito Samontina. Karong adlaw makauban nato ug makahimamat ang usa gihapon sa inyuhang gina-request kaya niya gihapon ninyong uncle sa Ormoc City. Usa pod ka proud bisdak. Grabe, very beautiful inside and out. Di na nako padugayon pa Mayor Lucy Torres-Gomez.
Hello, Chito. Thank you for
Mayor.
having me in your show.
Oh, no, Mayor, ako gi magpasalamat. Una sa tanan, congratulations sa inyong evra ang opening. So far and by far, kamo ang naay grandest yun nga opening. Grabe inyong preparation, Mayor.
Grabe ang preparation. And yeah, we wanted also to give honor to the athletes.
Daghan man gud syempre, Mayor, no, nga gimingaw gyud sa gigikanan sa una, di ba? Nga murag how you started.
Yes.
I think daghan na mo nahitabo siguro nga mga interviews and features from different newspapers and TV shows. Pero balikan lang nato sa binisaya nga paagi sa kingon ani nga programa. Nagsugod yun ka, Mayor, na nailag yun dito sa Lux nga commercial.
Dili,
Tama?
nagsugod yun na, Chito. 12 anyos pa ko.
12 anyos pa ka? Asa man nagsugod tanan,
12
Mayor?
anyos pa ko nga naibog niya.
Marag ko sabi, fan ka ni Kong?
Nagkuan. Kanang, di man kay ko hilig yun o kanang artista yun. But pagkakita yun ako niya sa blusang itim pa to. Wala tayo kakaabutan na, Chito. Di pa siya known star.
Right,
I think that was
right,
one of
right.
his first movies niya. Pagkita na ko niya ko, mo gina akong tipo, taas,
Oh,
nga
yeah.
ito, mga akong abaga.
Yes.
Wala, naibog lang dyan ko niya. Ganahan lang dyan ko siyang itsura. Niya, hinumdum ko adto every Sunday. Si Daddy kan mi manimba. Ni kaman na magsimba, mo palit mi og prutas, mo palit mi butter cake. O niya, mo agay mi sa magazine stand. Kay tuwa man dito ang mga kislap, mga movie magazine. Wala sa kakaabot na Chito, no?
Murag anag yun siguro, Mayor.
Mura na siya o ka
Murag-ana
ng
yun.
magazine nga, murag newsprint lang ba? Nanay pictures sa imong mga paborito nga
Right,
artista.
right.
Akong kalipay adto is inikaw man ako basa. Kung asa gani na ay picture ni Richard, ako nang pang
Gupiton.
putlon o niya. Ako ipapilit sa notebook sa mga klase nga di ko ganahan math, science.
Kaya para ma-inspire ka?
Para ma-inspire ko. So, ako nang
Nasakpan ka ani sa imong parents, Mayor?
okay ra gyud kay nila.
Okay ra nila?
Okay ra gyud kay nila. Kaya akong kwarto ining sud ni mo naman ko murag bulletin board na,
God.
murag cork board. Yan na ako ipang pin diha.
Pero kung nahimo kang model, Mayor, unsa kang idara ato?
1993, murag gyud siya salida kay nag-spray lamang ko ato sa UP. Unya, dihay mga talent scouts na ningadto sa UP kay nag-shoot kuno sila og shampoo commercial. Unya, they needed a new face. It had to be somebody nga wala pa gyud maka-commercial.
Right.
Kani nga talent scout ningadto siya og UP. Ningadto siya sa Fine Arts Building. Murag salida no, Fine Arts Building. A friend of mine, his name's John Onson.
Right.
He's a talented artist. He was painting a small photo of me in a canvas. Ingon ang talent scout. Asa man
Bayhana.
siyang bayhana. Ingon sa si John, ana siya klase karon sa
Oh my God.
moto niya. Gisaka ko, gipangita ko. Unya, akong ginandili kay mauwawon man jud kay ko. I could not imagine myself ba nga makanaan ng
What made you say yes?
Okay, so they did not stop when I said no. Kung hindi man gyud ko tugtan ani kay mahadlok si Daddy bang no offense man.
Right,
Tingali ba ko nung himo kog model o kanang mga liquor ba. So he was very protective of me, and then when he found out it was a shampoo commercial unya, it just so happened na ang talent scout was the niece of a very good friend of the sister of my dad. Gistoryahan si Daddy, unya, he was assured nga dili siya hausyaw, and it was for Lux shampoo, which
Right.
is a good brand. Eventually, I was allowed, but I still did not want it 100%.
Yes.
Until the day before the commercial. Because they always told me na I would have a leading man.
Yes. And you never had any idea
But
kung
they sila
kinsa?
musulti kinsa.
Okay.
Ayun sila nga, ato lang ni siya itago sa pangan nga Boyet. Ayun ko, matay si Christopher De Leon. Tingalin kay Boyet wala si Christopher De Leon.
Right,
diba?
right.
A bit too far sa age, but who am I to say, diba? If they want that gap for so, kapilma nagkontrata, I was gonna stay with my aunt, the sister of my dad in Manila. Unya, the day before the commercial, they told me who my leading man was. Kind of bitang from 12 years old to 18. You just want to see this person in real life and you've never had that chance. So, pag ingon nila ana, nakaingon jud ko nga sus nganong ila pa mang gidugay-dugay. Had they told me from the start, I would have done this for free. Ako pa yung moingon ni Daddy Dad. Musakay ko sa dakong bako. Mungadto jud ko Manila. Ay mga kita ko niya kay imagine na magsikog apas-apas niya ha kay mag-open ang bench sa Cebu. Mo apply ko ani nga magkuan. Sales crew kay aron maka-apply ko sa
Seryoso na?
lagi open kay di man jud ko makaabot niya. Unya may concert sa Cebu. Moadto ko kay gusto lang lagi jud ko makakita niya in person. Ma-cancel kay gibagyo. Di gyud malay ang universe niya. Mo na tong kani nga commercial finally maka-meet na ko niya, di ba? Murag di tinuod.
Kato nga moment, o sa imong kilig? O sa imong kilig, Mayor? That's what I wanna know.
Kilig yun ka ng pag-ingon yun sa phone.
Isagit yung ka tinuod.
Mura yun ka ng gikatay yun ba?
Di ba good kay, you're very soft-spoken.
Yes.
O niya,
pero makilig mo, ihapon ang pinagkataon. Di ba? Sa magkaibaon ako.
And then the moment that you saw him like face-to-face.
So nadal pa to ang moment, kay pag-abot ako Manila, i-rehearse pa man ko sa akong part. Sa 3 days, you've had time to process it already. You already know na, this day I'm gonna meet him finally. But nothing prepares you really for the moment when you actually meet him, di ba? So I remember being on the set, mga mid-morning, kadungong na ko kisaw, so naabot na siya, di ba? Naman ko sa akong dressing room, di dyo ko magawas, Chito, kaya di man dyo ka magpailang, kanahan kang dako, di ba? Kinanlan ka ng maintain your voice. Pag abot niya, wala po kita niya na siya sa other room, but my first sighting of him was through the crack of a door. He was wearing a very thin strand of seed pearl necklace. I think he came from the beach. Ano bitong side view siya niya. Sinaw kay siya ba? Sinaw niya. Taas kaayo niya. Nindot kay siya gawagay. Kagwapo yun ano niya. He enters the room. We were introduced. This is Lucy.
Yes.
Oh, hi Lucy. Where are you from? The usual. Nagkaon siya apple. Na siya kutsilyo dai ang gitunga ang apple niya akong gitagaan sa tunga. Sus mo ko niya gitagaan kalibutan ako sorry wag ora. Ikaw akong apple pero akong gitago ang liso. Akong giputos niya pag uli na ako sa bahay sa akong tita that night akong gisulog envelope niya akong gilabel and I kept that
Until now? You have it?
Kato nang naminyo I brought my things here. When I saw it, ko ano siya, the envelope was there, but nagupok na ang seeds sa apple. But I thought, that was the only time we would meet. Every meeting, I never know na it would be our last.
So, unsa to imo ha? Like,
just for the moment, we would do the commercial, and after that, we'd say goodbye. Kay he was always in a relationship. I also was in a relationship. So we'd really just meet for 1-2 days every year for, like, it was always a summer. Ang style ana niya, wala pa man to yung cellphone at that time. So yeah, we exchanged numbers. And then after meeting, he'd call every day.
Yes. Mahurot gani daw ang coins.
Di pa na mao.
Naapa di ay?
Sa katulad ng 93, 94, he would call every day for maybe a week. And then the calls would stop. And then you never know na when you'll see each other again or when you'll meet. And then we'd have to do another commercial. So then the calls would come again. Pattern dito, after a commercial, tawag every day. Hi lang. Hi, hello. What are you doing? How's school? Unya, mo stop. Finally, in 1997, kaya ang among commercial, ang storyboard niya is di man mi magkita as commercial, magsige mi gukdanay. So for as long as gagukdanay mis commercial, there is a chance na magkita tag-usab next year. Kaya kung mata magkita as commercial, the story is still open. Unya, in 1997, nag-end na kay, nagkita naman, nagtagbo naman mis commercial, nagtagbo namin, nagakos namin. Yan ang nagunitan akong buhok. Sa una, yan ang manggi gukod-gukod niya. I think we both knew that that was the last time we'd see each other. He called again every day for a week. And then the calls never stopped. The calls never stopped, and then he went to Germany. He would call me from a payphone, mahurot
Right.
ang iyang coin.
And katunga time, Mayor, were you already single? Both of you were already single?
No, we were
Still
still
in a relationship?
We were still both in relationships. Although we never talked about our relationship.
You were not flirting with each other. It was just really
I'm
saying
sure we
hi.
were flirting. Kaya kung magtinaw ka
Actually,
na.
nagpa-safe-safe na ganigo. Nagpa-safe-safe na ganigo, Mayor.
I just read one day in the papers that they had broken up. And then I also did not tell him that on my own, it ended also. But we did not tell each other that because like I cannot speak for him. But on my part, di sa ko kaingon niya nga, huy, gabuwag na biamis akong uyab. Kay abi pa lang niya, assuming ko nga, diba? It was compartmentalized that way. So dito siya Germany, nag-train siya. He was there, I think, for several weeks. Pag uli niya, I remember one day he called and he said, nabalik na siya from Germany. Yung siya nga, asa man ang Ormoc? Layo ra ba dyan kayong Ormoc, di ba? Diin ko nga, well, you have to fly in through Tacloban and then take a 2.5-hour road trip. Kunya, yung siya, sige, tawag ko ni magbalik. When he put the phone down, by the time he called again, he already had a ticket. Ako na siyang sugaton. So that was September. December, he came back. On my birthday, he proposed. April, we got married. April 28th. And I chose that date. Because that was the first time we actually did the
commercial.
So he just said that day, will you marry me? Actually, sa first pa lang pangutanan, ingon ako, yes, kaya take mag-change ang mind. So will you pa lang, yes.
So you already know gid, Mayor, nga siya nagyod.
I also did not know na dili siya, but I had no idea that he would propose. In fact, we were not at a dinner. You would think na a proposal would happen in a dinner, there would be, you know, fanfare. But CHITchat is a very spontaneous. I did not know that the whole time the other ring was just swimming in his pocket. Iyara ko nung tanaw periodically throughout the day. If na pa ba this ring? If na pa ba the sing-sing?
And your parents were okay?
Oh, why sad kay to siya no? Kay nag-propose siya. And the following day, he left. So ako na lang nagsusunod.
Nibiling ka niya?
Oh,
you had to do the duty of telling your parents.
Ko, Mom, engaged na ko.
And your parents' reaction, also man to, Mayor?
They liked rin kasi right away Richard. That was only their second time to meet him. But koan.
Yes.
Oh.
Oy, by the way, Mayor, belated happy anniversary. 26th anniversary sa inyo.
And I still remember it like yesterday. Sa una lagi in school ka ng board na kaikas sa class, I'd always mag-practice na ko Lucy Torres-Gomez.
Nanagid ay.
Lucy, wa pa ko kamit niya ha. Ako na si Lucy Torres-Gomez. Kana akong signature karon, dugay na ako gi-practice.
Seryoso gid ni Mayor?
Oh, pero kana bang dili ba kana bag yung imo bang witchcraft ba? Kung maminyo magay ko karon, gusto ko ako si Lucy Torres-Gomez. So you just keep on doodling. Yeah, karon that's really my signature.
No? Wala sa di mag-flames inyong pangalan sa una.
Wala na, oy, hilabs me na. Flames tanan.
Moging na in love jud kag maayo niya, Mayor.
He's an easy man.
He's an easy man.
Oh, he's an easy man. He's dependable. He takes good care of me. And early on in the marriage, he said, di ba ako mananagan ha? Ayaw jud ko anong silent treatment or kanang mangluod-luod unya dili tinggan siya di ko kakuhaan na. So if something bothers you, just say it and we will deal with it. Di na siya ganang balik-balik. Once it's been talked about, once it's been resolved, that's it. We move forward.
Unya karon tulo na mo kabuok.
Oh, our little family of three.
Yes. I already asked Kong about this, ang inyong dynamic sa balay bitaw, Mayor. But with your POV, your point of view ba, as the mother, for you, Mayor, you're busy with serving here sa government. But when you're at home, unsa mo sa balay, unsa ka as a mama?
We're a very tight family, maybe because there are only three of us. For me, family is really my refresh. It's my recharge. It's my retreat. Parang family is the one that heals the wounds of the day ba?
Yes.
When I go home na and they're there, time na to recharge again for the next day to get a second wind. At home, we're very casual. We like doing things together. Juliana stayed with us until she was, I think, 17. We shared
one bed.
We would all be, she had her own room, but at night she would sleep between us. But ang among upbringing, medyo polar opposites mi ni Richard. And I think we were able to meet a middle ground with Juliana kay example ha. Sa bata pa siya, when she started walking, taking her first steps, kung matagak, maglibog ang yaya kay kung lit, yayalita is the yaya, lit, ang bata, bantay, si Richard said mo yun, lit, ang bata, pasagde. Kanang kung mag-uwan, uy, Juliana, so diri kay mauwanan ka,
Mm,
maambunan ka, tagsipunon ka. Si Richard, Juliana, tara uwan, mag-slide ta sa lapok. Oh, niya. Muna na, at 4 years old, I think my poor child was so confused na kung unsa gyud sakto ba tingali ba,
Right,
the
right.
careful or the not. But one day, she declared at 4 years old, you know, me and Dad, we do danger. Okay. Kaya kung ganahan siya mo slide sa kanabitang baluster sa
Right.
hagdanan,
Mm.
kaya sa Richard, manawag, shoo!
Ah,
Kaya ako,
ah.
mugunit siya ko, kaya tiyag, mutulimbang ka or matumbling. Siya, Dad, I wanna slide. Sige, slide lang, saunta ka. Slide lang, basta pagbantay lang. Always na yung ana. So, si Juliana is more street smart than I am. Kaya dili bitaw overprotective ang iyang dad. Juliana can travel alone nga di siya mawa. Ako, mawa ako.
Wow.
Wa jud ko geography.
Wow.
Mawa ako sa kaugalingon namong village kasi I don't drive kay ako hibawan abante ra man di ko hibaw mo atras.
I asked Kong about unsay direction ni Juliana Kong na siya tubag niya. Pero sa imuha, Mayor, like, unsay makita nimo? Does she share about like this is what I want?
Yes. She also has a very soft heart. She doesn't like the hard parts of public service, the bashing, the
Right,
political,
right,
because it's
right,
really dirty.
right,
But the
right.
helping part she likes. So often we are asked, will she follow in our footsteps?
Right.
And I say, I really don't know.
Right.
Only time will tell. Because if you ask Juliana now, she'll say, I'm open to it, but don't force me.
Yes.
Because it's really not in her plans.
Makita magid na mo, Mayor, no, na she's engaged with sports. Yeah. Ganang mag-reach out mo sa community.
Ah.
Does she engage po ba si
Oh
Juliana?
yeah, she does.
Oh, wow.
She does so much back end sa among work. She knows all that we do. She's very exposed to that. So she's fully aware of how purposeful it is to be in public service.
Yeah.
Di lang yun siya ganahan sa the dirty parts. I do not design her life for her. In my prayer, I always say, God, I only want to pray for what you want her to have.
Sa inyo ni Kong, Mayor ba? Like, how do you influence each other in terms of
Di
decision
gid mi mo
making?
koan.
You don't engage sa like inyong
I mean,
trabaho?
we interface, but I do not encroach in his office.
Oh,
And he also does not
wow.
encroach. Like, he will never ask anything to be done by the city mayor's office that
Right.
he does not run by me. And in the
Right.
same way,
Wow.
I'll never just call his staff in Congress.
But in terms of Kwan, Mayor, kanang like, do you guys confide each other? Nga,
Yes,
yeah,
there have been times na we've had opposing views. Like for RH bill, I was pro-life. Siya,
Right.
RH siya. There are times also na pareho gyud me. But there is nothing that we cannot talk about.
Do you bring that at home?
Oh yes.
Gina-discuss ko din.
Yes, there is no topic that is off limits.
But dili gid in a way na maapektuhan na inyong personal
Di
nga
sa di mi
relationship.
magkuan.
Wala
Oo.
na gyud mga ingon ana.
Oo. But we argue. Like, he'll say, no, you're too hard on that. Or
Yes.
I'll say, no, you're too hard on that.
Did you ever adjust, Mayor? Like, with your personality, Manggod, like what I said, you're very soft-spoken. And for a leader, like, you also have to be tough. Like,
Yes.
did you have an adjustment? Marag na kay mga ingon ani nga mga
Yes, I had
phases?
to adjust because before, I'll never be the first to break peace.
Right.
But I know now na in a fight,
Yeah.
in a battle, when somebody strikes, you have to strike
Right.
back. Because when you are in public service, they did not vote you so that you can be ice cream for everyone. You know,
Right.
you're not the happy pill. You're there to govern.
Right.
You're there to run a city.
I asked some of my followers, yun, and they really take pride of where they live. Without me fishing. May na gid sila call. So, kung kahibaw lang ka call, we've never been so proud na we're living here
In Ormoc.
So, diha gini mo makita ba nga, there's really, see, I'm even having goosebumps right now because I really seldom witness bitaw nga, like, kanang tinud-an na nga governance, and you really have that, like, dako jud siya kausaban yun daw. What else do you have in mind, Mayor?
One of the first things we did was making our spaces beautiful.
Right.
And we're far from completing it.
Yeah.
We're doing palang the waterfront. Because life is hard enough. Why do you want to live in a dirty, ugly city,
Yes,
diba? So dapat
yes.
iniguli nila gikan trabaho, going home, whether they walk or commute,
Yeah.
they have to be healed already by how pretty everything is. But aside from that, I want to invest in education. That's why we're putting
Right.
up the city college, and
Yes.
it's a free college because a family's income really becomes better when they have a college student. Once they have a college graduate, it goes down to almost 2% ang poverty level
Right.
ang family. So the potential income of a family is measured by the productive capacity of their members and the value of their output, diba? So how can you expect them to do good for their families? Ang ilatang mga ginikanan did not have a chance to go to school or have a good job, but they have a chance if they are
Right.
educated. So I want na kana bitaw ni graduate nila ang trabaho na may magukod nila.
Right.
Di na silang magsigig pangita
Right.
o trabaho o niya. I also want for them to think of Ormoc or of the Philippines as where they can find a job. Kaya usually mo abroad man. When I have nothing against people going abroad, but when you leave abroad, how much time does that leave you with your family? You see so many families na ang mama na nabuktot nagtrabaho abroad, niya pag uli nila, wala na siya relationship kayo with the child, not because they wanted it that way, but because life dictated that is their dynamics.
Nahisgot ni mo about putting up a city college. What's your game plan in terms of providing more job in the future within Ormoc na they don't have to go outside? Like, unsay mga...
Like kanisha, when Evra is here, there are over 10,000 people. 10,000 non-residents of Ormoc.
Yes.
They all will buy water. They all will buy from a sari-sari store, eat in a restaurant. The hotels are full. So the city spends so much, but the ones that benefit are still the Ormocanon businessmen. When businesses open here, like SM, Robinsons, we always tell them local hiring, at least 90%. If you build something here, you have to hire locally.
So najud may balawd anak mayor.
Yes. And they're very happy rin with the Ormocanon. And then that's why I want to make the city nice para people want to walk around the city. Kaya kisa may ganahan maglakaw-lakaw, abog na hugaw ng syudad, di ba?
Yes.
Our job is to make the city nice so that people will actually maybe choose to walk home or walk to go to work. I really want the best for Ormoc kay kana mahugi kang tag-probinsya.
Yes.
Pero may magyuta small, di ba?
True.
Kay di ka nag-probinsya, gahig dila.
Yeah.
But I always tell the students, ay din mong kauwaw nga gahi ang inyong English.
Tinuod.
Oh, kay ngano man gud ay gahi atong English nga Bisaya man ta. So
Di naman basta-basta po doon, Mayor.
oh, ang importante content.
Pero Mayor ha, samak sa pagstorya nako kay Kong. Salamat. I mean, salamat really from the bottom of my heart because
Thank you
you're really
also.
doing this. You're really doing this for the people. Makita gina mo ang results. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Once again, congratulations sa Evra, congratulations sa tanang mga nice things nga nahitabo din sa Ormoc. And Mayor, we will pray for you.
Thank
we
you.
will pray
Yeah, come
for
back
you.
ha for the lechon.